Attack on Titan Season 2, Episode 32, Close Combat. Oh man. Oh man, what an episode of Attack on Titan. What is going on, party people? Fumencho here, back at it once again with another Attack on Titan Season 2 review. Today we are reviewing, I'm just going to say, the best episode of Attack on Titan I've ever seen. The best, the entire series. I'm not just talking about Season 2. This is my favorite episode of all time. This episode was amazing. Absolutely stellar. Some of the best anime I've ever seen in my life. No exaggeration. Coming from the heart. That is how I feel about this episode. That is how I feel. This episode, I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. I just finished the episode. Just fantastic. I don't even know where to begin. We have the Colossal Titan. It sprouted out from the wall. The CG of the Colossal Titan was a bit jarring in last week's episode, but I'm starting to get used to it now. This episode has some unparalleled animation. Stuff I've never even dreamt of before. Just unbelievable. When they were going up the Colossal Titan and going around his arm, some of that animation was just god tier. Just absolutely fantastic. The music was kicking in. The Colossal Titan has this ability to emit steam, super hot steam. And he's impenetrable. You can't even get close to him because of the steam. And I thought that was really, really cool. That's a really good mechanism for a Titan to have, especially the Colossal Titan, to protect his flesh. Just, oh my god, this episode was so good. Meanwhile, while they're facing off against the Colossal Titan, or failing to face off against the Colossal Titan, we have Eren down below the wall, facing off against the Armored Titan, facing off against Reiner. And this fight between them, oh my god, just so good. They do some things in this episode that I've never seen in Attack on Titan. Some things I've never even seen in an anime, period. They're fighting, they're going hand in hand. Eren is getting his ass kicked. I'm just going to go ahead and be honest. He's getting his ass kicked. He's just getting pushed aside. But then they do this thing. I love it when they have really good transitions into flashbacks. I've seen it done in certain animes. I've seen it done in live action television as well. Where when Eren was getting punched and getting pushed back, he gets taken back to a flashback, and you see Eren in Titan mode, and then you see him as a younger soldier back when he was a cadet, and you see him falling back as well. And the transition was just done so beautifully. And then we see their training. I remember this was in the first season, around episode 4 or 5, I believe, when they were training, and Annie and him were fighting, and Annie and Reiner were fighting, and now we see Annie and Mikasa fighting, and they're going at it, and Eren's studying their moves, I'm guessing, and he questions himself, why am I thinking of this right now? Is this my life flashing before my eyes? Am I about to die here? And then just this, this bolt of lightning hits him in the head. No, I'm not gonna die here. This is for a reason. I am thinking of this for a reason. I know what to do. And he uses martial arts, and he goes in for the kill using those judo takedown moves. We just saw Deku doing this in My Hero Academia, the last episode I just reviewed an hour ago. And now we see a Titan doing it. This is what I'm talking about. This is anime, my boys. These takedown moves are so good. The animation is just peerless. I can't even express it enough. The animation in this episode is unbelievable. Something else that I noticed that was just fantastic, and I've never even seen anything like this before in an anime, was when Eren got punched in the face, and then he was falling, and then Mikasa was thinking in her head, this was her eternal monologue, and then it got fast or rewinded before that happened, and you saw him come back up, and you see the blows that Eren put on him before he got pushed back, and we see that he has this armor, and he's just practically impenetrable. You can't defeat this guy. And it just, I was what was that? At first I thought does this Titan have rewind powers? What the hell is going on? But no, that was just in Mikasa's head, and it was just such a well done way to express what she was thinking, and expressing how strong Reiner really is in this Armored Titan form. And turns out he's not impenetrable. Man, Eren is dealing some damage for real. He learns to dodge the Titan's moves and duck and cover and then come in. It was like a boxing match, like a really exciting Titan-sized boxing match. And it was just, this is what I wanted from this episode. I saw the preview for this one in last week's episode, and I was like, oh, next episode, it's going down. And yeah, down it has gone for sure, without a doubt. The fight between them is just fantastic. The flashback that it went to was just amazing. The music was so well done. We have Armin and Mikasa. Every character gets a little bit of shine. Even Haynes comes in and he's like, what the hell is going on? I was gone for like 5 seconds. Now there's a Colossal Titan here. Like, what is going on? And then another part that I really, really liked when Eren is, I think this is the most conscious we've seen Eren in his Titan form so far in this series. He's very, like, diligently moving, and he understands what people are saying. He is Eren. He is acting like Eren would in a fight. He's not just like an out of control, monster. He is in control of this Titan form, which I think is fantastic. And I think this is probably the most driven we've seen Eren since in his Titan form. This is the most driven we've ever seen him, and I believe that is the key to controlling the Titan form. Is knowing what you're doing. Not just like, I guess I have to go Titan, I don't know what I'm going to do here, and then, bite your hand. Like, he knows what he's trying to do. He is trying to kill Reiner. That is his 100% absolute goal. And I love the monologue and, the thoughts and narrative of Eren while he's in Titan form. He just keeps going on. Like, these people are just the worst pieces of filth. There's a lot of bad language in this episode. I think it's the most bad language we've ever seen in Attack on Titan, which I really, really love because it's a good way to just really express the anger of Eren. And I just really liked that back and forth narration of Eren and how he was just like, this is the worst of the worst. He's not even a human. He's a monster, an absolute monster. I have to kill him right here, right now. This is the end. Just as he said he's going to finish this off, Eren is going to finish this off. They're in full intent on killing each other, or at least I think they are. I know the Armored Titan wants to capture Eren, but he has to defeat him first. So Eren gets backed up to the wall, and then Hanji comes in and lands on his shoulder. And this is where I lost my mind. Hanji comes in and is like, hey, Eren, if you can take out his legs, rip off those legs, he will be immobilized. He won't be able to move anymore, so we can get the hell out of here, or maybe even capture him. It's just the best way to get him down. And I think Eren actually has different intentions at that time, but we see while Hanji's on his shoulder, he understands and he like nods his head, and then Hanji starts blushing like he understood me. Like, that was so well done. This episode was just so good. They even had comedy in this episode. The best action I've ever seen. Some awesome flashbacks. Probably the best animation I've ever seen, maybe ever. Just when Mikasa was going down the wall, she was like spinning, and it just looks so good. Like, I'm gonna have to watch this episode a few times to fully grasp how oh my goodness. I know right now, my friend Matthew, Phenom Sage, we did a discussion about the first half of Season 2. I'm going to put that description below so you guys can check it out. It's like a 30-minute discussion. But we're both huge fans of this series, and Matthew especially is a fan of the animation, and I cannot wait to just talk to him about this episode because I know I don't know if he's watching right now, but if he is, he's losing his mind right now. I know he is, because this is some of the best animation I've seen in this series, maybe even ever in any anime. Just fantastic. But yeah, again, Eren is backed up against the wall. He's got his fist up, and then the Armored Titan charges in. Eren just keeps putting him in these locks, which is it's like an MMA match. It's like a straight up MMA match. And he takes him down, and he's trying to rip his head off. He has his head against his chest, and he's just trying to put as much tension as possible on his neck. And we see that the armor is cracking on his back and around his neck. And it looks brutal. It looks like Eren is about to defeat Reiner. But Reiner starts moving forward with his legs kicking off against the dirt, going forward. And at first I was like, what the hell is he doing? And then he starts yelling. And then everyone on the wall, like Armin and Mikasa and Hanji and Haynes, they all think that, oh, he's just calling Titans. But there's no Titans around. Like, this dude's done. Like, there's no one's going to save you. And even if they were Titans, we got Mikasa, Armin, and Hanji. They're good. They could take out any Titans that come through so Eren can finish the fight. But no, that was not what Reiner was doing. Reiner was calling the Colossal Titan to aid him. And then we see the Colossal Titan tip over. They really captured there's just so much gravitas in this episode, so much gravitas. They really captured just the sense of peril. Just the sense of peril in this episode was just so fantastic. And we see Connie, he's like, hey, what the hell's going on? And I just sensed, like, it just felt like this was a real moment in time. Like, the voice acting in this episode was just so good, and you really felt the impact of everybody's reaction, and it was like, holy crap, everyone is just scared for their life. Everyone is so vastly confused. Connie doesn't even believe that was Reiner and Bertolt. They're like, oh, we got to get these guys out of here. Like, they don't have ODM gear. So, like, he has no idea. Everyone's confused. Haynes is confused. And then we see the Titan tipping over off the wall, and then he begins to dive down, and we get this just unbelievable. I keep saying it. I'm not going to stop saying it. Unbelievable animation of the Colossal Titan falling down. Now this isn't a fully developed Colossal Titan. He's only it's only his torso and, you know, his arms and face. That's it. His legs are not fully developed. He has bones that are clenched against the wall to keep him stable. But we see the bones pull out of the wall, and then when we see him tip over, oh my god, my back is killing me. Yeah, just absolutely fantastic animation there. Just so good. I don't know what is happening in next week's episode. Thankfully, they don't really spoil anything in next week's episode's preview or whatever. They don't really show anything. It looks like we're flashing back to, like, when Haynes and Armin and like, you know, when they were young. It looks like they're back in their hometown and everything, and they're all kind of talking. It looks like we're gonna get some flashbacks of that. I'm not sure what's going down, though. I really don't. The next episode is called The Hunters. I don't know who the Hunters are. I don't know if that's referring to, you know, Eren and Mikasa and everybody, or a new... I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. All I can say right now is this is the best episode of Attack on Titan I've ever seen. An absolute 100% 10 out of 10 episode, an 11 out of 10 if that were a thing. This episode was just god tier. It was so amazing. I am so happy as an Attack on Titan fan right now. Just excellent. Like, this just made my whole week right here. This episode was, and I've been dying to see this episode. Like, ever since last week's preview, I was like, it's going down next episode. That's when I've been looking for this episode, counting down the days until this episode. And oh my lord, it was worth the wait. It really was. It was worth that anticipation and hype. Just fantastic. Please, for the love of God, comment down below and let me know what you think of this week's episode of Attack on Titan. Comment, yeah, just tell me what you think. What did you think of that? Just absolute stellar action. What is going on right now? Just talk to me down below. I need some closure here. I need to talk to somebody about this. Comment down below and let me know what you think of this week's episode of Attack on Titan. Make sure to smash that like button. Give that a Titan like. That was really cringeworthy there. I apologize. But yeah, hit that like button if you enjoyed anything that I had to talk about today. I greatly appreciate it. It puts a smile on my face. And also, please be sure to subscribe for more Attack on Titan Season 2 reviews, My Hero Academia Season 2 reviews, and of course, gaming coverage, E3 coverage, and everything in between. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, oh my god, until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.